favorites. Gotta sit on the Davenport, right?
What's happening? Oh, there you go. Morning. Awkward. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in your part of the world. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Only one more day and then I gotta go back to work. Yeah. No, I'm being insert. See, there's my little parentheses. Is that the parentheses? The these ones or these ones? Anyway, no, they're brackets. So insert sarcasm here. Anywho, let's see who's come to see and join us in the craft room today. Let some people pile in. Sorella, buongiorno, buonasera, buonasera. Wifey, oh, thanks, wifey. You want to come join me? Check out your DMs. Rose Bloomy, g'day, sweetheart. Rose says, I'm so ready for this chat. Also on a weight loss journey myself. It is an everyday choice. I know it is. It is definitely an everyday choice. Good for you, babe. Good for you. Creative Chris, hey, love. How you going? Hey, baby. Debbie Johnson, hey to all that are watching. I've got an itch. Jeanette is here. Bonsoir. Bonsoir, Jeanette. We have a public holiday here on Monday. Well, we had one on not just this Friday gone, the Friday before. Yes. Gail Pierce, g'day, honey. Hey, babe. Cal, yay! There she is. There's my cow. You know you're forever going to own that. That is yours. I will always give you that credit. Alrighty. How are you all? I'm assuming you can. Canadian Thanksgiving. Oh. Actually, I do remember. I'm not going to play dumb on that one. I do remember that the Canadian Thanksgiving celebration day is different to the American one. Joe H, g'day. Oh, well, good evening. So I've been diamond painting. Let's catch you up on the week. Been diamond painting well, I haven't actually. Last night I did a marathon. I was diamond painting. I was video calling. I was on a video call with my wife. She's disappeared from chat. She said g'day, and now she's gone. But anyway, Jenny and I, we took our phones and we sat and literally it was so seamless, to be honest. It's like we were kind of sitting across the table from one another. Like we were when I was there, and we just kind of slipped straight back into our norm. And then Abigail, are you working and lurking? We woke up Abigail. Oops, sorry. We woke up the third wife, and yeah. Anywho, so I did a whole row. No. I tell a lie. I did 3 little sections, and then I said to Jenny, I don't know if I want to start the next section, and I ended up starting the next section, and I finished that last night. And this morning before I came on live, it's like I still had a hankering, and I finished a whole nother little section. So I'm plugging away at this mask of love. I hope and I've just got 1 section to go to finish that row, and then I've got 3 rows left. Now, my rows are only yay big, yeah? And so I kind of do little sections because it's pretty high confetti, but that's where we're at. Alrighty. Kath is here. G'day. Hello, pretty mama. Lorenz. Good evening. Bonsoir, Lorenz. There's my other French Canadian. Vanessa. Howdy. Howdy, Vanessa. Almighty Kitties. Well, there's a new name. Or is that a different name? Have you been here before and you've changed your name? In any case, welcome to the chat. Welcome, everyone. Make all my kitties. Oh my gosh, welcome. Oh, she's googoning the sticky off all my EU containers. All right, let me break that down for everybody. Goo gone. I've never used it, but it's something that takes the goops off your. So you know when you've got your containers, and sometimes you put your stickers on there, and you take your stickers off, it leaves that residue. EU stands for Elizabeth Ward, and that's what Miss Jenny is doing. Now, me personally, I actually these are DAC stickers, but underneath I put. I haven't got a blank one. There's a white sticker underneath, so that kind of gives me that uniformity. And then I rip off the DAC sticker, and I've still got that white one underneath. Kind of makes sense. Anywho, thank you, Joe. Sherry Jones is here. Debbie Johnson, g'day to you, Debbie Johnson. Hey, Beck. How you going? How's everyone going? Are you liking the topic of conversation today? I mean, it was in the thumbnail, I think. So trigger warning, trigger. And I'm not going to continuously say trigger. Hopefully, you know, people will read the description as you come in. Ginny Trioli, g'day. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. So I've got a shot of coffee in here. I've got my protein shake happening because let's just start with that conversation. I am hopeless when it comes to having breakfast. Bad girl. Bad girl. You need to have some sort of breakfast. Now, although it is 11:30 in the morning, it's a bit late for breakfast. I should have had it the first thing, but I've had 12 years, and we're going to talk about it, of not being used to having breakfast. All right, so I put washi tape down first, and then the stickers on top. No glue gun required after that. Keep the washi on. Just replace the stickers. Great tip. Laura Bishop, she's here. G'day. So let's talk about it. If you're new, sorry. If you've been around for any length of time, what I was going to say is if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you don't know my backstory, here's the time to talk about it. So let's wind back the clock. 39, I was 39, the ripe young age of 39 years of age, and I was extremely overweight. And, you know, my story is my story, so my feelings, my terminology, my way of describing things, my way of expressing how I felt is not to cast shade on anyone else out there who may be going through weight issues at the moment. Now, weight issues can be either end of the scale, and I am no expert on I am not a qualified dietitian. I'm not a qualified psychologist. I am a qualified grace. And what I mean by that is I'm qualified to speak on my journey and share with you my experiences and my thoughts and my feelings and the way things have gone. So I want to make that perfectly clear. I am not here to advise anybody medically. I'm not here to least of all judge anybody and anyone. I'm hoping I've got some moderators in the chat. Anyone who gets out of line with judgment against, come at me if you want to, that's fine. But you all be nice and play nice in the chat, because I will not tolerate anyone having judgment on someone else in the chat. We are all here in a safe space. Got it? I know I'm sounding a bit, you know, but I just want to put that out there. Safe space time for everybody to express what they want to express and talk about what they want to talk about in chat. Okay. Now, I am putting myself out there. like I said, on the tubes openly to talk about this, because it is a subject that is quite often not spoken about for fear of judgment. And it's like, you know what? If I can open up that doorway for people to feel comfortable and walk away from this live with just some little nugget of confidence. If you're not confident within yourself to do something or say something, and if you walk away from today's live feeling a little bit more confident, then tick in the box, okay? Or check the box. I'm going to keep saying tick. I'm Aussie. Aussies say tick. We don't say check. Checks is something that you write, or check, you check. All right, let's keep going. So I was 39 years old. Let's wind back the clock. And I was taking a good look at myself in the mirror, but also taking a look at my life. Now, when I was 39, was at my maximum weight. Now, I did not do the conversions. Someone who's savvy enough to do conversions over there with the pounds and the kilos, you guys can jump in and contribute. At my heaviest weight, I was 140.5 kilos. And that's a lot of pounds. Okay, I was a big girl. And if you looked at my thumbnail, that's one of the close-up photos of just how I looked. I was a big girl, big, okay? And I was 39, and it's like, you know what? I don't want... So 40th birthday is a milestone birthday. I didn't want a birthday party for my 40th. I didn't want a birthday cake. I didn't want anything. I was already thinking about it when I turned 39, 12 months ahead. But what I did want, what was a wake-up call for me, what I did want was a way for me to try and be more active and not be a person who was going to be setting herself up for severe health problems and potentially shorten the length of life for my kids. Okay? Simple as that. It's like I was a 39-year-old woman that had to sit and lean on the trolley or cart. You know, when you go to the stores, I had to lean on that because I was so heavy that my ankles hurt and I was not able to walk one length of the shopping centre, the plaza, the mall, whatever you know it to be, without being in agonising pain. And it was like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. So made some investigations and I saw that you needed, I didn't have the money for it, but through private health insurance, I could have what was called, or what is called, and known to be lap band surgery. Here in Australia, when you take out private health insurance, there's a waiting period, and it's 12 months for elective surgery like that. So I figured at 39, if I start my policy at 39, my 40th birthday present to myself was to have this surgery. That was my gift. Like, I didn't want to party. I didn't want to... And I still talk to my kids this way as well. I don't believe in massive parties. Not that I don't want to feed my friends or buy drinks for my friends, but I wanted to mark my 40th birthday by having surgery. That was my gift to me. That's where I wanted to spend any money that might have otherwise been spent on a party. That was what was most important to me. So I should go back and look at the dates, but my birthday's in August, and I'm pretty sure I had my surgery in around September. So in order to get lap band surgery here, I don't know worldwide, but most of the places here, you make your appointment with the surgeon, and you must see a psychologist to ensure that the reasons for why I had reached that weight were reasons that I was able to emotionally, mentally handle post-surgery, because surgery, this is the misconception that a lot of people have, weight loss surgery. Let's talk about that a minute. I tell people proudly that I've had weight loss surgery. I don't call, I don't sit there and say, oh, I'm not embarrassed, because at the end of the day, I know that it is simply a tool. It is not the magic, whoa, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and lose a bunch of weight with no effort. It does not work that way. No. So the surgical team, part of the team, is to have a session with the psychologist to make sure that, am I emotionally eating? And if so, what are the triggers? And am I going to be able to still, am I able to work through any of those triggers post-surgery with the lap band? Okay. Are you crunching coming down the stairs? I'll catch up on the comments in a minute, guys. So I had surgery and they installed lap band. I am live and I'm in the middle of my weight loss surgery story, but say g'day to offspring number 2. Come in. Let me get through this story and then come in. You can join me if you want. I'm booting him out. Anywho, what did I get up to? So I had surgery. Now, prior to surgery, they need to prep your body, and they put you on a protein shake or very low calorie diet. Every surgeon's different, every doctor's different, every person's different. For me, my regime was 4 weeks leading up to surgery. I was on a strict 3 times a day protein shake and 1 cup of vegetables. And those vegetables, let me tell you, were not your fun vegetables. There were no high carb vegetables, no high sugar vegetables. They were basically, if you wanted to break it right down, it was leafy greens and mushrooms and not much more than that. I wasn't allowed the starchy potatoes, not even carrot and pumpkin. Okay. So within that month leading up to surgery, I actually dropped 10 kilos. So, wow. If I had known it was this easy, but mind you, it wasn't easy. I also had to go from drinking no water, because I was never used to drinking water. I had to squeeze in 2 liters of water a day. I was down to 3 protein shakes and 1 cup of vegetables, and I had to cut out coffee. And I did it like that. It was like, Grace, you've come this far. You've just paid out 12 months worth of health insurance in preparation for this surgery. This is something you want. I had to really self-talk. And it's like, I suffered through a week of caffeine withdrawal headaches. And I stuck to it. And the reason and the biggest motivator for me to stick to it was, one of the reasons, there's 2 reasons that they get you to do that sort of diet leading up to the surgery. And one of the reasons is to shrink your liver, the fatty tissue around your liver. And the second is because as soon as you come out of surgery, you are on a strict liquid diet for the better part of, I think mine was, I was on clear fluids for 2 weeks and then shakes for 2. So for the better part of a month, I was on a liquid diet. And I'll explain to you the reasons why as we move through the story. So the first reason scared me more than anything, because the surgeon said to me, if we get you on the table, on the operating table, and we cannot get through to your stomach because your liver is still enlarged and fatty, then we will simply sew you back up and send you back home and tell you to start again. Hell no. True. So it's like, I am not doing, not one thing went through here that was not permissible on their list of things, and I stuck to it like glue. And that's, like I was, for want of a better phrase, anal about it. Like I was literally, like I was counting my 2 liters of water. I was like measuring my 1 cup of vegetables. It was all the things. And I dropped 10 kilos. Yay. Had surgery. And over the course of the next 18 months from surgery, it took me about a good, I want to say 15 to 18 months for me to reach my lightest weight that I'd ever been in my adult life. And I lost 60 kilos. Guys, you do the math onto what that is in pounds. 60 kilos. For the Aussies and those who use kilos, that's almost a small human. Some of you out there are probably less than that as a whole person. So I literally did almost lose a whole human being. And when you look at it like that, it is a lot of extra weight that I was carrying. And I felt amazing. I was so energetic. I was at the gym. Now, let's talk about this part of the conversation. I said before that weight loss surgery is a tool. So with that being said, I worked alongside this tool, and I was at the gym 3 times a week. I was walking every second day thereabouts. I was swimming. I even towards the end was getting on my bike and riding. Like I was literally I got myself to a point where I was physically able to exercise. And guess what, guys? I got myself to a point where I didn't need to lean on that trolley anymore to walk in a shopping centre. Look, I was walking 5, 10, 15 kilometres. And the more I exercised, the better the weight came off. So I was working in conjunction. Now, yes, the lap band, the way that it works, I mean, if you've got, your food pipe, right? Your food pipe goes down here, and then you've got your stomach. So the lap band, what it is, and I've got mine here. So stick around. I'm going to show you mine, and you'll know why I got mine in a minute. It's a tube that goes around here, and it constricts what you can actually get through down into your stomach. So in other words, I was restricted for 11 years to things that basically I could get through a straw. So anything that was mashed, soups, I hadn't had a steak, meat, anything that was like chunky or big like that in 10 years. So not that I was deprived, but I was deprived, but there was a goal. You know what I mean? So I went from a size 24, 26. I don't know what that is overseas. I went from a size 24, 26 and got myself down to a 12, 14, living my best life. Now, fast forward, and I managed to achieve all this, as I said, because I was at home. I was able to, meal prep. I was able to eat when I was supposed to, how much I was supposed to. I was able to go to the gym in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening sometimes. It wasn't every day, 3 days a week, but sometimes I hit it 3 days a week. I just got this, endorphin rush. I loved it. I used to do the boxing. I've got my boxing gloves still there. I loved the boxing classes. Oh, my Lord, if I can find the photos I used to take of myself after those boxing classes, my face was red beetroot. 15 minutes of a boxing class, that'll test you. Sister. Yeah. So what happens? What happens is no longer working from home anymore. And I end up starting in real estate. You all know I'm a property manager. And I end up starting a job that takes me away from working from home and in an office environment where I'm there early in the morning till late at night and so on and so forth. Now, at no point have I ever blamed my job for my increase in loss. Hang on one sec, guys. I'm just going to... I'm back. Sorry. Okay. So at no point do I blame my job. I blame this. Me. You all know what's one of my favorite sayings? Own your shit. True? True. What inevitably happened was I'm in an office job. I had started off with good intentions. I started trying to do my, meal preps, this, that, and everything else in between. And I failed. Simple. I failed. A very high pace, high intense, high stress job. I was making bad food choices. Simple as that. Simple as that. Now, don't mistake the fact that just because I was limited to the type, the texture of the food, that I still couldn't get away with, like, for example, high calorific foods. Okay. And it was the lazy, easier route for me sometimes, most times, to make wrong choices. Okay. Over the course of the last, I think I've been now in real estate, I want to say 8 years, thereabouts, 7 or 8 years, the weight slowly crept up, even with the lap band. All that sacrifice of missing out on, I won't say good foods, but at least tasteful, even the healthy good. I wasn't able to eat a plate of vegetables because they were too chunky. I couldn't swallow them. I had to puree them. So all the things that you guys sort of enjoy out there food-wise, even if they were healthy, if they were not in a pureed, mashed form, I did not have them for 10 years, 11 in the end. So, but I always wanted, I had that goal that like, I want to, lose weight. I want to feel better. I want to feel fitter. So it got to a point where I stacked back on 20 kilos. Again, do the conversion in pounds. And for some of you, like, I had lost 60 and I basically saw the scales go back over 100 again, 100 kilos. No. And I thought, oh my God, and I'm much older now. I'm 10 years older. And if you know, the older we are, the harder it is to lose weight. Like, the menopause. I mean, like, we're talking about all the things here. I am opening myself up to you guys, okay? Like, I am being totally vulnerable here, open and telling you and sharing with you. The menopause kicked in. You guys were with me through some of that, when I used to talk about, thank God, I think it's over, touch wood. Woo-hoo. But of course, as women, our hormones, they control a lot of our weight problems as well. And I kind of sat down and I thought, you know what, Grace, lap band's not working, this, that, and the third. It's like time to do revision surgery. And that's what took my trip to Turkey, because in all of that, over the course of like having lost my weight and everything, I made the mistake of having cancelled my private health insurance. And I had a choice last year to either start my health insurance again and get it done here in Australia, or I did some research and I'd heard about Turkey doing these sorts of surgeries and this, that, and the third. And I did the calculations financially and I thought, you know what, I can either wait 12 months and get it done here. Or when I looked, and I could have done it privately here. I could have done the surgery private here, but it was going to cost me anywhere upwards of about $40,000 or $50,000, because what I needed done was to take the lap band out, and the surgery that I opted for was the gastric sleeve, whereby they basically cut out and removed 80% of my stomach. So they've reduced the volume that my stomach can actually take. Suffice it to say, I had 2.5 weeks in Turkey. I had accommodation and the cost of the surgery, and it was a significantly less amount of money, and I was able to get it done like that. So that's what led me to doing my Turkey tour. If you're thinking, why the hell did she go to Turkey? That's why. So it wasn't no big fancy, what do you call it? Tourist adventure. I went for a purpose. Let me have a drink. Now, I'm going to actually probably do a proper whip and chat and go into the finer details of what happened with my experience with the hospital and the surgery and this, that, and all the rest of it. But what they did was they removed the lap band, and I was again on the same regime coming out of it. Thank goodness I was mentally prepared for what was going to happen, because I had been on a liquid mash diet for so long anyway. I didn't have to get used to anything. I was like, yep, have at it. Let's go. Protein shakes. Let's do this. So they removed the lap band and they did the surgery, all the finer details. Like I said, I think I will. I'm going to do a separate whip and chat and share with you all the things that happened. One of the things that they asked me was, do you want to keep your lap band? And I said, the hell I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, I do, Cal. Cal, there it is. There it is. Yeah, I do. I didn't say that to them back then, because obviously this business has only come out recently. But I said, absolutely, yes, it has been a part of me, my journey, what I've gone through. I want it. Please, make sure you don't throw it out. So, for all of you that are wondering, what does one of these things look like? There's nothing gooby about it. But if these sort of surgical thingamajiggies, give you the heebie-jeebies, please look away from your screen. I'm giving you a bit of time. And let me show you what was part of me, what allowed me or assisted me to lose this weight over the better course of, like I said, 11 years. Because I turned 52 this year and I had my surgery, well, this year, 12 years. Beg my pardon, I made a mistake. I robbed myself of a year. 12 years. Because I had it for my 40th, the lap band, and this year at 52, I had my revision surgery. Goodness gracious, was it only this year that I had it? Oh. Time is, playing with me. All right, so do you remember I said you've got your esophagus that comes down, and that there's like a tube that they put. This now, I'm telling you, if you get gooby, there's nothing gooby about it, but just in case, all right? I want to be fair to everyone. This is the part that goes around the stomach. Now, it looks quite big, right? It's like, oh my gosh, Grace, your esophagus is this big? Well, I guess, I'm assuming so, that's the size of our stomachs. Not our stomachs, our tubes, okay? If you're wondering what this is, so can you see in here how it's almost clear? Think of it like a tire tube. What they do, this is connected to something, and it's being cut during surgery. It's connected like this to this pipe. See? At the end of this pipe is this. So what happens is, all right, here's a bit of a demonstration for you. This would have been sitting up here around my stomach or around the top of my stomach, right? This is all connected, obviously. And they would have woven this inside my innards. Oh, crap. And sat it. And I used to be able to feel it under my skin here. This used to sit under my skin. Just under here. That's what its little place was here. What's this for? Well, this has got a little spongy bit here. And because it used to sit under my skin, what they would come in and do with it, like a diabetic needle, is inject saline, which is just salt water, into this, which would go through the tube, through here, fill this and make this bigger, which made the hole smaller, which made what you could actually swallow less. Does it all make sense? Quality of life with a lap band is really tough. Really tough. I ended up, I used to say throwing up, but you're actually not throwing up anything because it never actually got past my stomach. It always used to get stuck. And I would always say to people, well, I'm throwing up. But in fact, what I was actually doing was just ejecting what couldn't go down. And to describe this feeling for you, you know, guys, when you eat something really, really quickly and you feel like you've got this like ball of like gas and it's like excruciating chest pain. It's like, oh, that was my life for many, 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 many years. I developed, do you remember, long-term veterans in the chat, do you remember when I always used to say to you guys, I've got acid, and I was like chomping down all my antacids? I developed the worst case of reflux. Worst. I couldn't sleep at night. I was in purgatory. I was in hell. I'm happy to say that I had my 2.5 weeks in Turkey. Came back to Australia. Then, remember, I took the offspring and we went to New Zealand. So we did a 2.5 week tour in New Zealand. Came back to Australia. And then I've spent the last 3 months in the States, having returned only, 3 or 4 weeks ago now. So with all of that, I had gotten up to 104, I think it was 105 kilos, something like that. I got over the 100 before surgery in Turkey. And I'm now down with all of that travel, all of that foreign food and not being able to meal prep myself and, you know, tying into that crazy time zones here, there, and everywhere else. And it was just like, I had no rhythm, no routine, no set, nothing. I still have managed to be able to drop 15 kilos. Yay! Celebrate. Now, I've said to a few people, I wish, you know, like other people have had gastric sleeve like I have, they'll drop 15 kilos in two weeks. I don't care that, I mean, I do. I'm not going to lie. It's been a bit like, I wish I could have just, you know, been one of those people. Factors have worked against me. Again, own my own shit. Some of the choices have been like, you know what, have at it. I'm going to be overseas. When am I going to eat grits again? When am I going to eat some of the things that I did enjoy over there again? To say nothing of the fact that the United States, everything is deep fried and loads of sugar. Let's talk. But again, I could have made healthier choices, but it's like, you know what? I didn't mind that it slowed down my journey, because at the end of the day, it's not a lifelong, like, I'm not going to be continuing that. And I haven't been continuing that. Now, I say I've dropped 15 kilos. I don't get on the scales every day. I sometimes forget to get on there once a week, to be fair. I'll explain to you why. you can see that you've been around on my channel long enough that it took me maybe a good 6 months, maybe 12 months to actually make the decision to do what I did. I did it on a live where I said to, I came on and I basically became vulnerable probably for one of the first times, because I always used to wear covered tops. And it's like, you know what? Walk the walk, Gracie. If you can do it, maybe someone else can, do the same. Because of these things, yeah? They're back. They're back. They're back. When I was bigger, this is the irony, and I've shared this story with a few people. When I was bigger, these things were puffed out. They were big. They were just, they didn't move as much. And I remember when I had lost weight from the lap band the first time, of all the things that I was enjoying about having been thinner, one of the things I hated was my arms. I hated them. Like, I went from when I was a big girl to wearing tops like this and didn't give a flying flip-flop. I flip-flopped that. A flying, you know what I'm saying. To when I lost the weight, I had all these clothes that I could actually walk into any store and buy off the rack rather than just the big girl store. And still I was looking for things that had sleeves. Every single time. I never went out in public like this. Ever. I made the conscious decision when I started at the new office 5 years ago now. Well, no, beg my pardon, 4 years ago. That I was done with that. And so at work, the first summer that I was at work, and the first opportunity I had, I went in like this and I just owned it. Owned it. Do I like it? No. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right? I don't. I've got awesome, if I do that, I'm not going to, I said to Jenny, I said, if I turn around, my guns are pretty hot. And I don't blow smoke up my own skirt, okay? But I do that in the mirror and it's like, oh, one day I'm going to get surgery because I squeeze all this in. When I'm going to get surgery, my arms are pretty okay. They're doable. They're doable. Until such a time, this is a constant reminder. This is who I am. This is who I am physically. This is evidence of my journey. This is what I've gone through. This is like now the hard work I'm putting in now. So I'm starting to walk again. I am. I'm working with this new surgical procedure, this new gastric sleeve that I've had. I'm working with it. I'm going walking again. I'm eating properly. The one thing that I haven't managed to get down is my 2 liters of water, but I'll get there because I'm determined to, this is it. At this age, I'm not going to go back for another surgery. And I'm starting to get back into the clothes sizes that I fell in love with. And anyone else who's on a weight loss journey, if you have a lot of weight to lose, please, okay, I'm not going to preach. I'm going to choose my words very, very carefully because I want to be sensitive because I know where you are up here with what it's like, okay? I have made the conscious choice not to look at those scales and be a prisoner to those scales every single day. And actually, when I was at Joanna's house, I forgot to get on her scales because I think her scales sing or something like that. I forgot to get on them because I hadn't been on any scales. I think I might have weighed myself once at Jenny's. I can't remember. Point of the matter is this is the thing. No matter what the scales say, that as long as they're always got some sort of loss, I'll be happy. But the scales are never, ever, ever going to give me my true weight. They're not. They're just simply not. And I'll tell you why. Along with this, there's also all the loose skin around my stomach. There's also the loose skin, like I'm not going to strip down, right? But there's all this loose skin here. There's all the loose skin in my legs. I'm being open and vulnerable here with you guys, okay? It's there. So the scales, whilst I've lost weight in certain places, the scales are always going to account for this. So they're not going to give me the ideal weight. What I am searching for, which will still, again, never be a true size that I can possibly get into, is instead of working towards a number on the scales, my goal and my drive is a size in clothing. And that mentally helps me, because it's irrelevant what the scales say. It's just a number. It can be a motivating number and it can be a demotivating number. What motivates me is I've gone from having gone up to, I was creeping up. I remember I said at my lightest I was a 12 to 14. I crept up to the 16, 18. More towards the 18. I'm now already back down to a 14. So I'm pretty much nearly there. I've only got another 10 kg and I'll be happy. And I say 10 kg and I just got finished saying that I didn't want to talk about a number in weight. But I know that for approximately every 5 kilos it's almost a size in clothing. Now, why is the size in clothing important to me? It's not vanity, but it's a confidence thing. You know, if I can go in and quite often it's like I'm still going for the larger sizes, putting them on, and it's like, holy hell, it's too big already. Like I'll grab the 16, you know, or I'll grab the 18 off the rack. And it's like, oh, this jacket's too big. This thing's too big. I bought I did some really cool shopping overseas, and Tommy Hilfiger is a lot cheaper overseas than what it is here. And I was always going bargain hunting and going to the outlet stores, and I found this beautiful Tommy Hilfiger jacket for work. Gorgeous jacket. Gorgeous. It was still only slightly tightish when I bought it. I've brought it back here and it's already too bloody big. Now, it's not a bragging point, but it's a mental, see what I mean by, like, we get ourselves, oh, just hit my own face. We get ourselves in such a mindset that this is the size we are, this is the size we're always going to be. And don't give ourselves that mental credit that when you walk into a shop, it's like, you know what? I reckon I can get into that blah, blah, blah size. And it's a really nice feeling when it's like, oh, this is too big now. I'm going to go down and, you know, get a smaller size. It's a beautiful feeling in the change rooms. Anyone who's going through a journey like this, just know that when you experience that moment, I've been there, done that, and I wish that for you. And it will happen. You've got to, this is the thing with weight loss. You want it bad enough, you can make it happen. Now, yes, I use tools, the surgeries, but they are tools. Trust me, I still, to this day, so whilst I am able, I mean, I've enjoyed a steak again. I can enjoy meat again. I can enjoy chicken again. I can enjoy those things. Even though I can enjoy them, I have to be most careful, though. Very careful, very, very, very careful. Because, remember I said to you earlier, they've cut out 80% of my stomach. So, what it is that I've got to eat very slowly. And as soon as I feel the slightest pull, I've got to stop. Because if I don't stop, Jenny saw it happen to me a couple of times, If I don't stop before I get to that, and it's just that one mouthful too much, one mouthful, that's all it takes. Pain, like pain, literal pain. So it's like, learn, Gracie, learn your quantities. Like, and I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry at all. Like, it's not like just because my stomach is reduced that it's like, oh my gosh, you must be stuck. No, I eat small quantities to try and keep my metabolism going throughout the day. And like I said, and one thing with gastric sleeve, and it should, I can't remember what it was with the lap band because, the lap band was the same, is that you can't eat and drink at the same time. You've got to wait at least a good half hour in between. You can never, I can never have I can have a drink there, but I can never have my meal. You know when you're eating and you eat and then you take a drink and you drink, right? No. You got to eat, finish your meal, wait half an hour and then eat and then drink. So again, it comes with its limitations or just changes in behavior. Anywho, let me take a breath. Let me read through some of these comments. I hope everyone's been okay in chat. Let me see. Where did I get up to? Alrighty. Jamie Clonge, g'day, darling. Brittany Woods is here. Natalie, hey. Straightening her crazy hair, says Natalie. I've missed you, honey. Offspring number 2. Shirley Mason, hey everyone, I'll be listening as I had my diamond painting pens with my snap dots just come in. Oh, what is 10 kilos in pounds? Hopefully someone answered that for you. I was 60 kilos is 132 pounds. There it is. Thanks, Cal. Hey, Joanna. Hello, my love. Yep. Jeanette, well, I think Shirley was supposed to say Grace. Since I've been watching you looking great, I would never imagine you had ever been overweight. Yeah. And you know what? Thank you for mentioning that, Shirley. And that's why it's kind of like, if I can, I was the same person then that I am today. The difference being is that deep down, I was so sad inside. And it's like an awakening now. And I know a lot of people medically require. I do. I know there's people out there that have got weight issues that are leading to other medical issues, and it's a cycle. It's a cycle. You can't get up and move and exercise because of your weight restricting you from doing so and all that good stuff. I know that. I totally understand it. Taking that first step towards making a change, whatever that step is and whatever that change is for you, that's that first step, that decision. Once you see the smallest of results that you're looking for, trust me, that motivates you to just keep going. Believe me, if I can impart anything today, taking the first step is the hardest, whether it's making an appointment to go see a weight loss surgeon, whether it's let's see what sort of movement exercises I can do just to get movement and whatever, even if it's making changes in diet, in what you're having, making those conscious choices. If I can impart anything today, you have the power. It is your choice. Like I say, I own my shit. That choices that I made led me along my journey and still on my journey. My journey's not over by a long shot. Recognizing that you have the power. You do have the power. You do have that choice to do something. And medical reasons or this reason, mental health reason, you're putting them up as your own barriers. You can break those barriers. And it's as simple, honestly, it's as simple as that first thing at looking at what are you eating and making that first small change. Honestly, and I'm not preaching here. I'm not preaching. I'm just trying to maybe empower some of you out there that might have been, sort of thinking that there's no way that you can achieve what you need to achieve. I encourage, if you are eligible and able, explore weight loss surgery as a tool to assist you. Some people are scared of surgery. I can't help you. I can't help that with you. If surgery is absolutely not an option, whether it be for financial reasons, for whatever the reasons are, you still have the power and the choice to explore what other options are available to you. If where you are in your life is not where you want to be, not where I want you to be, it's got nothing to do with me, sister. This is about you. If you're getting up in the morning not liking where you are, the emotional eating that comes with that, I get it, and I'm gonna tell you I get it, and I'm calling it out because I've been there. It's like, well, I'm already fat. What's another packet of chips? I'm already fat. Who cares? I can't do anything about it. What's another block of chocolate? I'm already fat. I'll just get this large pizza and have had it. I'm already at this stage. Wow. I might as well. I'm calling it out because that's what I used to do. Okay. It's like when I started putting on that 20 kilos and I saw myself putting on that weight, it's like, well, hell, I've already blown it now. I might as well. I don't care. I'll have another bowl of ice cream. Yeah, I own it. I own it. And as soon as I started owning it and looking back and going, you made those choices. You got no one to blame but yourself. But I made also the conscious decision and choice to change. And there is nothing more empowering than having control of those decisions and choices and knowing that you're getting the results that you're striving for. I hope that kind of makes sense to the message that I was trying to get out there. Yes, a whole person, Sherry. Good evening, Sherry. Cheryl Katz. It is working, Joanna. Yes, it is, honey. Stress eating, it's hard. Absolutely. Absolutely. Stress eating is extremely hard. It's not like alcohol. No one takes your fork away. Yep. Exactly. No one takes your fork away. Yeah, there's a lot to go around that topic. Absolutely. Singing to the choir, the yo-yo cycle is rough. It really is. Yep. Up and down. I'm trying to hydrate, Cheryl. Looking away, says Cheryl. I'm kidding. Mine slipped and caused an infection that almost killed me. Joanna, well, yeah, let's, I'm going to talk about all that stuff in the whip and chat that I'm going to do, talking about the surgery. Yeah. Mine slipped and did some fancy stuff that, Suffice it to say, I almost didn't make it back. Let's go with that. Never knew so much goes with it. Yeah, Natalie, it does. Yep, for sure. Am I eating and checking blood sugar? No, I'm not eating my blood sugar. Eating my blood sugar? Checking my blood sugar. Oh, my goodness. How are we going for time? Oh, we're good. Thanks, guys. Thank you. A flying thong. Wait till you get your arms done. It's a game changer. Well, that'll be like I need to start I still haven't started my private health insurance. I should start it because I'm hoping that in 12 months I'll be ready for that sort of surgery. Yeah. Thank you for being so candid and raw with us. So many can relate for your struggles, and we all celebrate your successes. And I celebrate yours. And know that even if you don't want to share whatever's, your successes, guys, you might think to yourself, oh, like if you are someone who is on a journey and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I did all that work and I've only lost 100 grams or like whatever ounces that is. Celebrate it as a success. And let me just say, if you have 1 week, even 2 weeks, where you've put on a bit of weight, okay, it's fine. The world is still spinning, the sun is still rising, your heart is still beating, you still have air in your lungs. It's not the end of the world. It is the worst possible thing that just in case, if you're doing everything in your power to be on a particular journey of weight loss, that if you, for whatever reason, and especially this is to the women in chat, we have hormones. Hormones are not our friend all the time. Okay, our weight will go up and down. The worst thing that you can do is give that power back to your scales and say, oh, well, I've put on weight. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. I'm walking away. I'm done. Don't do it. Be strong. Go back. Reassess. What did you do? Can you put your head down on the pillow at night with clear conscience and do everything that you could have possibly done during that week? Well, if you did, then that's fine. If you know that deep down you snuck in something that was not on your regime to have, did you pig out on a whole block of chocolate? Did you sneak in those bag of chips? Did you eat a whole plate of fried food? Be honest with yourself. Make those changes, get on the horse and keep going. You can do this. You can. You got to want it. You got to want it. You got to want it so bad that nothing else is priority for you. If you're not succeeding and you're not making the changes, then you're not wanting it. Make sense? The scales are gone into Spanish. Yeah, we went to the beach. I tell my people is proudly brought to you by Smith's Chips. Hey, Peggy Wood. You should never need a man or woman to tell you you're beautiful. Do you understand me? Everyone. Joanna's preaching it. Don't ever. Exactly. She's absolutely right. I don't need a man to validate anything, or a woman. The changes that I'm making the choices that I've made to drop this weight again and everything like that is that as I head into my more senior years, I want to ensure that I've done everything that I can, because as I get older, it's going to just only get harder. And, I've got a bit more adventure to go in my life, and I want to be able to physically do it. And I want to, go in and have a choice in the stores of shoes. No more shoes. Of clothes. If I want to. I don't need them. I apologize. The kiddos are playing their games. Just because I try on clothes at the stores doesn't mean I'm going to buy them, but it's fun. It makes me feel good. There are people that are always going to have body dysmorphia. We're always going to look at ourselves in the mirror and find something wrong with ourselves. Always. It's human nature. We all, men and women alike, will always pick on something they don't like about their own body. Everyone. There's not one person that I have ever met that has said to me, I like everything about me. And you know what? That's okay. We're allowed to not like something. We're allowed to not like something. I don't like it, but I don't let this determine what's happening up here and in here and my drive to achieve. I don't let this stop me from going out. Hell, if I want to go out on a date, it's like, you know what? This is me. Either you're going to listen to what's coming out of here, right? Because what's coming out of here is what's coming from here. This isn't talking to you. This is. Make sense? So if someone's going to meet me and go, oh my God, look at her arms, blah, blah, blah. And, oh, yeah, no. Well, I don't want you either, money. I mean, like, there's the door. See you later. Because I'm not defined by my physical, but we do that. We look in the mirror, and I was like, damn, I wish. But, are you a good person? Are you a kind person? Are you an honest person? Are you a decent human being? The physical is just the physical. I'm vain. I broke my teeth when my kids tried to sit me up when I had a stroke, and I'll be honest, I would love to diamond paint YouTube, but I get my teeth done. I can't, won't. I'm shameful, vain. Teeth is another thing. I've got missing teeth. I want to get my teeth done. And I understand. And Shirley, I don't know where yours are and where yours aren't, but you can still do a channel and you don't have to be face to face. Whatever you're comfortable with. Fran Marigold. Hello. She was outside watering her garden. G'day. True friends don't give a shit. Exactly, Joanna. Hey, Sherry. Oh, thank you for the heads up, Sherry. I didn't know. Thank you. Many of us give up on ourselves daily. You're not wrong, Cal. You're not wrong. A lot of us do. And I say us. Sometimes I was like, can't be bothered going for a walk, and I'm not gonna. Yesterday, perfect example. I had the choice. Jenny, if she's still around, she will back me up. I said I should be upstairs doing housework, cleaning up upstairs. Now, it may not seem like anything to you guys, but the moving around, the tidying up, the vacuuming, the sweeping and the mopping in what do you call it? In my ensuite, like just moving, it's burning calories. I made the conscious choice. Yes, I did a freaking marathon run of just sitting down here and diamond painting. I don't know how long we were diamond painting together for. But I reckon we were a good 5-6 hours. I made that choice though. Right? Hey, Kim. Kim is here. Keeping a food diary can be a huge eye-opener, says Cal. Yes, it can. Because we often forget, deny, or, it's like, what did I have that has caused the scales to go up? And then if you go back and you have a look, it's like, oh, yeah. Oh, I see now. Jamie's here. I'm having a hysterectomy on the 16th. Hope it will get my weight under control because of my hormones. There you go. We were talking about hormones earlier. Whatever you are dealing with, which we all do, taking back control one step at a time will see you succeed during the day-to-day journey. Truth. I confess eating a Kit Kat right now. Enjoy it. At least you are owning it. I've got a dental appointment this month to fix the problem. Awesome news, Shirley. Awesome. I hate the dentist. Lisa Brown's here. G'day. Beauty is more on the inside and the outside. You're beautiful inside and out. Everyone is, Chris. Most people anyway. Definitely. Kim says, true, you don't need a shallow hell. Joanna, still want the boob. I'm thinking she supposed to write the boob job. It would be nice not to have to lift up my skirt to see my psychic dragons. Well, let me just lift up the boulder holder. You've made me feel all sorts of conscious that, actually I should tighten my straps because look at that. It's the weekend. I wear the more lax brassiere. But yeah, you're not wrong. I understand. Yes, your heart and mind is what transcends eternally. Absolutely. Absolutely. I say take care of you every day. Who listens? You don't. Do you listen to you, Miss Joanna? I'm asking you. Speaking of dragons. Oy vey. Speaking of dragons. Someone brought to my attention, I saw the comment on one of the, on my recent unboxing for Diamond Art Club that I did. I did an awesome purchase on that haul. 3 new artists to me. Awesome. My first Randall, Richard Lorenz, and dang it, his new one this week in the squares has already sold out, so I'll have to wait. And who was the third one? Richard Lorenz and Bonnie White. The last Diamond Art Club unboxing that I did. And I made a statement in there, and I was clearly mistaken. I made a mistake in there? Is that what I just said? I don't know what I just said. I made a statement. No, I made a statement and I was clearly mistaken. I said that I loved that painting because it doesn't have the draglings in it. Because I don't do draglings. And no disrespect, Richard, Mr. Spangler, I'm not coming for you. No. They're just not my vibe. But someone sat me down and told me about my life in a nice way. Absolutely. I'm not upset about it. I saw a comment and they said there are draglings in there. And I was like, what? Nah, I can't see any. If you're wondering which painting I'm talking about. Oh. My diamonds almost went flying. If you're wondering which painting I'm talking about, it's this one here. Where is it? Because I was looking at it last night with Jenny and it's like I almost fell off my chair. Where is it? It's Springtime Splendor. This one. And I'm looking for these draglings. And I said, you're wrong, Jenny. There is no dragons in here. Because I thought she was referring to, where are they? Let me put my fingers on them. See where my fingers are? Here and here, there's 2 fairies. I said, no, Jenny, you're wrong. They're fairies. And she said, no. She said, look at the driveway. She said, in the video, you call them peacocky things, which I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. She goes, they're actually the draglings, which is these 2 little monkeys here. Well, they're not monkeys. They're these 2. Those. I stand corrected, Mr. Spangler. I stand corrected. I had no clue. And then the way Jenny explained it then to me made a hell of a lot of sense. The draglings are little micro dragons. And that's why now it makes sense that whenever we've seen Mr. Spangler's paintings, their dragons are this big, and like the backgrounds are, ginormous because they're little mini dragons. So I stand corrected in my unboxing. Who knew? Had to make you laugh. Oh, those sagging dragons. I've got a set of those. Oh, bleeding Christ, here she goes. What am I talking about? What did I say this time? Yeah, Jenny, when you're right, you're right. And she was right. So I guess I just wanted to, smile, friends. I hope this video hasn't. This video was this live, this chat, whatever you want to call it. The intention is not to make anyone feel any sort of way. Like I said at the start, and I hope that's transcended through my. Can you see? Where is it? No, hang on. This. See this? That above my ruler is the cover from the LED light. It's about to fall. Just caught my eye. What I was saying is the intention behind this video and the message and me, flapping my gums. I'm not preaching. I'm not a medical advisor. I'm not a psychologist. It's me sharing what I've been through. And just to also, I just want to check people. And this is where I will get a little bit, not on my high horse, but a little bit defensive, let's say. It irks me to no end when they may not say it to my face, but I know it gets said, that it's like, you've had surgery, no wonder you're losing weight, you did it the easy way. Couldn't be further from the truth. It's actually quite offensive. It is really hurtful. Not denying, never have denied that it has assisted, but to say that it's the easy way out is coming from some. If that person has never had a weight loss problem or has never had the surgery or whatever else, and the complications that go with them, then you're coming from a place of, and I say it respectfully, ignorance. You have no idea what you're talking about, honestly. And I have no issue saying that to someone's face. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Have you had the surgery? Have you gone through this? Do you know what it is to experience this sort of lifestyle? Because my like the lap band, as you saw, is a piece of apparatus. Okay, that can be taken out. And if I didn't have the revision surgery, then I would just go back to having to rely on my own good choices, let's say. Now, I'm a big enough woman to say that I wasn't going to trust myself. I wanted something to assist me to make sure that I was making the correct choices. And hence why I did the revision surgery. But for someone to sit back on, you had surgery, no wonder you're losing weight. Yeah, you're not like me who, has to work every day by going to the gym and this and that and everything else. No, I'm not like you, sister. I'm not. I'm glad at least we agree on that. Because unlike you, I would turn around and actually compliment you. I would actually say, oh my gosh, I am so, in awe of what you are able to achieve without the necessity of a tool. Good on you. Well done. The difference between you and I lies right there. I have had surgery. What's it to you? Why come at me? Why judge me? And I'm not directing this sort of segment of the chat, of this, dialogue to anyone here. And I'm just talking in generality. Like, there is such a stigma around people who have weight loss surgery, and I don't understand it. Diabetics have tools to assist them day-to-day life. They have, injections. People who suffer from epilepsy have epilepsy tablets. People who suffer from a weight loss issue have a surgery. Why does there have to be a stigma around it? And if that is if you're eligible for a weight loss surgery and you've been sitting back because you're afraid of that stigma, let me tell you, you're better than anyone And I'm not saying I am, but you will be a better person for ignoring that bullshit and doing what's right for you. Because you know what? All those people out there that say that, are you walking in my shoes? Literally, are you walking in my shoes? Are you buying my clothes? Are you suffering at all? Because, you know, why do you have to come at me with such a negative comment? And on what basis do you make this? You know, don't let other people's, you know, stigma attitude control what you want to do with your life. Gosh. Let me scroll back up. Joanna's got the houses. I've got another one on the way, and I saw there was a third one that's been released. I didn't get that one though. Yeah. Be the bird. He's a really good guy. Yes. Talk all the time. Get out, honey. Secrets make you sick when you talk. Take away the power. I've got to plug you in. You're about to go flat, and we all know that that's not going to be a good thing for anyone. Plug. Plug you in. I've got my notification. Wait a second, guys. Let me plug you in the right hole. Oh, come on. Where's the... Excuse me, guys. I don't know which hole it is. Oh, good Lord. Where's the power button? I think that's it. Sorry, I'm swinging you everywhere. All right. Thanks for sharing, Gracie. It honestly gives me a bit of encouragement to lose my last bit of baby weight. Mind you, my youngest is 6. Hey, like I said at the start, if you guys walk away with just the smallest nugget of something today, awesome. So not the easy way out at all. Not at all. No, I'm telling you, I think I could be a motivational speaker. I think you could. I don't think anyone would or should take it personally. You've got a gift. It's healing. Surgeries are both. Thank you, Shirley. You're very sweet. Thank you. No, it's never an easy way out. Not at all. Thank you, Shirley. You're so sweet. She could be, isn't technology wonderful? She could be dead already. Surgery is never an easy out. I required surgery, albeit it was not weight loss, but recovery was horrible. I had to work hard to recover. It takes work. You're not wrong, Chris. You're not wrong. Hey, Lisa. Those people are those that probably don't have health issues. It requires some of us to have to get weight loss surgery. Exactly right. Plain and simple. Yes, it is. Ignorance, definitely. Absolutely. They do need to, yeah. It's yeah. Body shape and you know, social media is wonderful. Okay. Social media is the reason that I'm able to be on a live and meet all you wonderful peeps out there, right? Because YouTube is part of the social media platform. However, and I say this, however, it is also to the detriment of the next generation and this generation that we have that has social media. The young girls and boys who are made to feel ashamed about their bodies because of, and it goes all the way up. It starts from their immediate peers in their lives and all the way up to their idols and people that they follow on the socials. I think, you know, and it goes both ways. And when I say goes both ways, the weight issue, let's say, is both at the scale of being overweight to the other end of being underweight. And that's a whole different, you know, area. And I'm not qualified. When I say qualified, I'm not qualified to speak on being overweight, only qualified on my journey of weight loss, okay? But I'm definitely not at all, I don't have any personal experience. I've not studied academically to have any factual grounding to speak on the topics of like bulimia or anorexia. I know it's out there. I know what it is. I know what can trigger it. And my heart breaks. It's not a pity thing. People who are at either end of the weight journey don't require pity. I never ask for pity. I don't need your pity. I need your understanding. I need your understanding that this is, it goes beyond the physical of what you see about me as a person. I need your understanding. And it's the same with those that are at the other end of the scale that have a problem maintaining weight. And I do hold a lot of today's issues surrounding weight because not everyone is strong within themselves to ignore what they see on social media. They see enough of it and they start to feel some sort of way about themselves. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. It's very hurtful. In my personal opinion, I don't think a young person should be exposed to social media from it. Like a person shouldn't be exposed from a very young age for that reason. But that's my personal opinion. And if you guys have got children or young girls and boys that are on socials from a very young age, I'm not judging you. That's your decision, your parenting, your choice. I'm not here to judge you. It's just my personal opinion. And the reason I say that is the socials can be a very, 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 very dangerous ground for young, impressionable youth that may not be strong enough to, resist getting mentally drawn into that sort of stuff. So if they're following, some thin, beautiful models and this and that and everything else, it's not an unusual thing for them to develop body dysmorphia because, they're following all these, fancy models and not strong enough to recognize it for, what it is and not understand that they don't have to conform and that they are a beautiful human being. But that's a whole different conversation. I mean, I can get into all the conversations all over the place 6 ways from Sunday. And it's not just the youth. Some adults get drawn into, what the socials put out. And I put forward to you this. Remember, if you are on social media, be it Instagram or Facebook, I promise you Big Brother is always watching. Right, so I'm doing this on my computer right now, and I've got my phone here. I guarantee over the course of the next 24 hours, because I've been speaking about these things, that on my socials, right, I'm going to get, like groups or sponsored or recommended for you posts surrounding this subject matter. You watch. I would love to know when we come back next week, next Sunday, someone remind me to ask the group, those of you that are here today, if that happens to you. When you get onto your socials, just keep an eye on it over the next 24 hours. Because when I say Big Brother is listening, that's what happens. You'll be talking about something, your phone will be sitting around, and all of a sudden your socials will have all these topics. Don't let any negative social media posts undo what I'm doing today. All right, let's have a look. Oh my goodness, I've missed so much. Sherry says, when you've tried every freaking diet out there and there's nothing, work surgery is the only way for you to get that weight up, is my motto. Absolutely. Yep. People do need to stop shaming. Absolutely. Joanna, there are problems with that now. No one's efforts are bad. If it works for their life, we're trying. Absolutely. Yep, for sure. Every accomplishment should be celebrated. Life is too short. Joanna is my favorite sit-down comedian. She's going to believe me one day. Ah, she's good. I don't think it's anyone's business what we do with our bodies. I don't know what is going on with one person in their health. Folks don't know how to stay in their own lane anymore. You're not wrong, Kim. You're absolutely not wrong. Underweight is rewarded in the lives of celebrities. I know. Hey, Tina. Hey, Raven. Cheryl. Okay, can someone please tell me why it is that people feel the need to be unkind to others? I cannot understand that it's never a good thing to do. I know. I know it. Ginny says, I had gastric bypass in 2001 and lost 100 pounds that I've kept off since. I have gone up and down at times, yeah, and definitely not a magic bullet that people want to say it is. Ginny, I know. And I'm expecting fully to go up and down too. I just don't need to be going on a continuous up. And that's why I prompted, I could see that I was just going up and up and up in that time frame between, it caused me to put on 20 kg. They are mean asses, absolutely. Cheryl, it's because they're unhappy with themselves. Mystery loves company. Mystery or misery? G'day, Michelle. What you have chosen to do and taken that journey with your weight loss is your choice, and I, for one, am so proud of you. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. You support, and Kim supports. Yay. It's all on platforms. Yes. You're a strong, independent person. Sometimes, yes. And not all the time. I do have my vulnerabilities and I do have my weaknesses, and I'm okay with that. But yes, I've come to learn there's a lot that I can't and will not talk about for personal reasons, but I've come to learn that I am a more independent person than I ever thought or was made to believe that I could be. I'll just leave it at that. But yes, definitely. Yes, I've talked privately with my daughter about getting arbitrary things. We both start getting ads about whatever it is. See, there it is. Is that why all the sex stuff comes up on my face? Cal, you dirty bird. Joke. I was going to say joke. Yoke is here. Hello, Yoke. How are you? It's nice to see you. Yoke always catches the replay. Oh, so nice to see you here. Yoke is from the Netherlands. Oh. That's not a little 14-year-old tear in the basement that called who's listening. Yeah. Good morning, Marit. How are you? Good morning. It's actually now good afternoon. We all know who to stay clear of. Oh, Cal's a dirty bird. Love me a bit of Cal. Cal talk is good. I went up and down because I had a baby post-surgery. Oh, wow, but it is all off again now, thankfully. But now I have to be conscientious every day. You had a baby after surgery, see? Huh. You talk to a mama who's had this surgery and go through pregnancy. I've got the hiccups, and I promise you it is only a protein shake. Stay hydrated if nothing else. Cheryl, I know. Cheryl is my darling. She always reminds me to drink water, and I keep forgetting. I'm going to have to get that thing on my watch. Stacy, she's late. Oh, thank you, Stacy. You're late. Well, I'm about to head out, actually. I'm about to head out. I know that I was told that Beth is not going live. However, you can't see it because I glued it back on, but I've got a nail that I need to go fix. I've got Offspring in there. I need to go meet someone. So it's kind of like I've only got a few hours left of the afternoon, but if nothing else, I've got to go and get this nail fixed before the day gets too late. She woke up very early. Oh, thank you for being here. Alrighty, awesome. Well, I guess at this point, I would love, if you haven't already, to give a thumbs up to the video to help the algorithms. As you all know, being that I've had Offspring with me over the weekend and so on and so forth, I could have done an unboxing for you guys, like taped an unboxing yesterday, but like I said, made the choice to diamond paint. But I do have an unboxing video, and I'm going to try and actually, like I said, do that whip and chat and get into some serious stuff. With that being said, let's give a few minutes for the camera to keep going, and let's invite all the workers and lurkers to come out and say g'day if you haven't already. Love to say g'day before I head out. Just give it a couple of minutes. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for listening. Not much to do with diamond painting today's chat. But I just wanted to bring it to the surface. Like I said, I'm kind of like, I know a lot of people in the community suffer with weight issues, and they shun from it. They don't like, they feel they've had experiences that have made them feel some sort of way. And it's just not right. It's just not right. And so anyway, so who's been... You're very welcome for the candid, Ginny. Working on a Pinson. CC Angel. All right, let's go. Oh, Cal. I didn't even see your comment. Oh my gosh, we're tuned in. Did you guys know that I actually met Cal on 2 occasions? And I met up with Cal when I was in Palm Springs. Had such an awesome time with you, Cal. Thank you for putting your time aside and coming to see me and having dinner and trying my Vegemite that you did not like. I know I called it. I know. It's on my video. You made my highlights of the California, USA trip video. But I just wanted to say, if I haven't already, say thank you for being around, sweetheart. CC Angel is working and lurking. Cynthia Gant, hello. Shay's here. Laura says, good night. It's getting late here in the States, and my bestie just messaged me. I love you all. Thank you so much, Shirley. Hello, Tracy with an eye. Sherry Jones. Angela Sorella says, good night. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you, Yoke. Thank you so much. Good night for Kim, and good night to Cheryl. Thank you for sharing, says Cal. Beck says, thank you for sharing your story, Gracie. Be very proud. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Bye for now. Awesome. Secrets make you sick. Write it down. Truth. Yes, Cal Riddick. Taking care to care, Gracie, about the community. You're very welcome. Thanks, Cheryl. Fran Marigold, very good topic. Glad you can share your issues. 7 p.m. here in California. Have a great day later, my friend. Thank you, Fran. Kudos says, Cheryl, you were force-feeding that Vegemite to everyone. Truth. Rose Wills. All right. Well, everyone, thanks for keeping me company. It's been lovely, and I want to say thank you for the company, but thank you for listening. Thank you for the interaction in chat. Know that you can DM me, message me. Still catching up on messages. I'm not going to lie. You know how I roll. I own my shit. But for all of you watching on the replay, #replay that in the comments below. And until I see you all next week, I want you to all look after yourselves, look after each other, and have each other's backs. Because why? It is so, so super important. And until I see you all next time, I'm going to send you all bunches of love. And ciao, ciao for now, guys. Have an awesome week. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.